Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany Gruenberg with Family First Life Northwest, and I'm here today with Jessica Powers, also Family First Life Northwest, to give you some insight on your first lead purchases as a new agent here. So Jessica, can you give us some insight on what your mindset is when you do your first lead purchase?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Tiffany. I think that's a huge conversation to talk about. Most of us come from a W-2 or an employee, and the concept of purchasing leads and investing in ourselves can be a little scary, a little foreign. And if we understand that that's how we're going to make a difference, right? That's how you're going to go from being an employee to, making the financial changes and the financial difference that you're looking for. And knowing that it's okay. It's okay to feel a little uncomfortable. But in order to grow and to do big things, we have to make big changes, right? So investing in yourself, knowing that you are leads are not, if we get in the mindset that leads are not a bill, right? Leads are not a bill, something that you dread. Leads should be exciting, right? I'm excited when leads come in. I'm excited when I have to purchase leads because that means that I'm going to make money. That means I'm going to help more families. And if I can get that mindset and get out of the dread or I'm going to try to skimp and get as least amount as I possibly can, then I'm betting on myself, right? You're betting on yourself. So do you want to make it harder or do you want to make it easier, right? And that's when it comes to the investment in yourself, right? Now, if we get the mindset down and we understand, that leads are important and we should be excited about leads, that they're not a bill, things like that, a lot of times what we get is agents who wonder, what's next? What really are leads? What type of leads are out there? What type of budget am I looking for? Tiffany, how do you answer that? How do you determine, what type of leads to get, what type of budget you should be spending, things like that?
So that's probably the number one question from any agent within their first 90 days. What do I do? And a lot of that comes in because, like Jessica was saying, your mindset is in a fear capacity. So the biggest thing I will tell you on a simplified thought process when it comes to your leads is you need to start your budget and look at it as in, this is how I'm starting my business. So I recommend that we look at about a $500 instant or your first time deposit is about $500. Now we'll break down what that means as far as which leads to look for, which leads to purchase and things like that. But like Jessica was saying, let's make this easier. Right. Let's make this easier on our agency and our agents. And that's going to be with being realistic about what you need to invest. And if you're just brand new starting and you're thinking, $500 is a lot of money, I understand that because we were there. We 100% were there. And the reality is it will seem like a lot in the beginning, but the ratio that you get back, that ROI, that return on investment is so massive and it just keeps getting greater over time. So we are going to recommend that you look at $500. Now, if you don't have $500 in the bank, we totally understand that. That's not saying you can't work with us, but it's saying that whatever you have to do, put it on a credit card, borrow, do whatever you can to get that original investment is going to completely change how your business gets started. You can't do much with scared money. So what we recommend is to really look at, we typically focus on 4 different types of leads. We have our internet life leads. We have, and that's, in our CRM, we also have some cherry pick lead orders, which those are instant. We have the instant internet leads. We have the CRM second chance type of leads. Those are instant. They can be in your hands within 24 and 48 hours. And we really like that. But we also have social media leads where you can go out and place an order with a specific vendor. And you should reach out and talk with the person that hired you to get information on those vendors. They're constantly changing. We're constantly doing what we call lead mining, where we're looking at different resources to get you in front of the best leads that are available, especially on the social media platform. There are some opportunities as well for direct mailers, which is where your clients are going to fill out a form requesting the information. The only 2 differences there is that one are pretty instant with your internet and social media leads. Mailers are going to take a little bit longer and it's kind of an upfront cost, right? So when we talk about that $500, we really encourage you to buy as much volume in those first, that first lead purchase as you possibly can. And it's for simple math reasons, right? You're gonna struggle a little bit on the phones. You're not gonna be as good as you think you are, because that's just how it works. So the more leads that you can get and the more qualified leads that you can get in that first, lead purchase scenario is gonna put you in a position to win a lot more than being scared, right? Jessica hit the nail on the head when she said, these leads, they're fuel, they're our oxygen for this business. You have to put yourself in front of people. And the only way really to do that. Now, do you have to purchase leads? No. You can build your business on referrals. We definitely recommend that. But most top producers, actually, I'm going to correct that and say all top producers purchase leads here at Family First Life. Right. So that's going to be our breakdown of strategy. We want you to do a $500 original deposit, and it's going to be a combination of a brand new social media lead purchase, as well as whatever we can find that's going to be an instant lead flow for you within our CRM and the instant internet leads. And we have so much volume in there. It's just it's kind of a crazy scenario. We definitely have people you can go out there and help. So Jessica, when we talk about that and that original investment and that kind of fear thought process, right? How do you continue your business and not worry about that $500 investment? Like, how do you recoup that? What happens?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a really big thing that we need to talk about, right? We get together the $500, we go out, we buy leads, we get on the phone, we book appointments, we write a policy, we get paid, and then what, right? Most people go pay their bills or take their family to Disneyland, right?
Yep.
That's not the right answer, right? That's a way to get paid and then to be out of business very quickly. What you need to do is purchase your first set of leads, go out, help some families, get paid, and then reinvest back into your business. If you started out this business and you had no money, then my advice to you is that at least your first 2 to 3 policies go right back into leads, right? Because what you're trying to do is leads are your inventory, right? I explain to agents that if you had a sandwich shop, right? You have a sandwich shop, you're gonna need the bread and the meat and the cheese and the condiments and everything like that. And if you run your business for the week and people come in and buy your sandwiches and you don't reorder your ingredients, well, now you're out of business, right? Exactly. The difference here that I find is that, in the beginning that everybody talks about how much money you're going to make, what's my return on investment. That's not our goal right this second. Our goal is to just get as many families that we can help, get in front of as many families so we can learn and we can get better and get better. What I see is that people go out and buy 20 leads. They'll get in touch with maybe 10. They'll write a couple policies, say you spent $500, you get paid about, say, $1,700, you got that initial $1,000 back. Well, then they would say, well, I don't need to buy any more leads because I still have, or I'm going to buy less because I still have 10 people that I can't get in touch with. That's not the right answer. Is you want to keep growing. You want to keep that inventory going. You want to keep having new people to get in contact with, because that's how you're going to fund your business. Now, once you've gotten to the point where you've invested your first couple policies back into your business, then transition to the 50-50 rule. If you get a $1,000 deposit, that's not $1,000 to you, right? 500 of it goes right back into leads. The other 500 can go to your family, right? It's keeping that division of knowing that these leads, the money that I've got coming in is not just all my money, right? Because we've all come here to make money, right? We don't want to just be a one-hit wonder and buy a batch of leads and make some money and now we can't buy any more leads again and now we're stressed out and we're, and stress does nothing good, right? So we have to keep ourselves out of that emotional roller coaster, and the answer is always activity, right? We hear all the time, you don't have a money problem, you have a people problem, right? We just need to get in front of people. So now that we understand, that leads are a contact, right? We've got leads as a means to get in front of people. Tiffany, what do you feel would be our next step, right? Like, I understand what leads are. I know what types of leads are. Like, what do I do next?
And that's the stall, right? We have so many agents that come into the business and they'll, for example, watch this video and they'll think, okay, now what? That now what can keep you in the now what stage and the getting ready to get ready for so long. Now what you need to do is you need to reach out to whomever hired you and whoever your your person is that's going to help you through this journey to get your business started. And you need to set up a very personalized lead strategy where you can talk about whether you need to purchase final expense leads, which is a simplified issue life insurance plan, or if you're going to do just internet traditional life leads. There are different types of leads, and they're going to be specific to you and what your goals are for your business. So you do need that touch base with your hiring manager or whomever brought you into the business, and they will get you started. They will give you that personalized direction with your personalized lead budget, and they will tell you which lead vendor, here's what we're going to do now. And then I'm telling you right now, you have to jump. You have to get to work. You have to go. You have to understand 20 leads does not mean 20 appointments. 20 leads means 20 opportunities. Right. And again, your skill set's not going to be as amazing as you think it is right off the bat. So like Jessica and I have both been telling you, the more leads, the more opportunity, the more you have to be able to make that return on investment go faster, right? Let's get you from point A to point B in a straight line instead of going up and down and sideways on that roller coaster Jessica was talking about. So that is our advice on your basic lead strategy to get your business started and started quickly. You guys, again, reach out to your team lead and whomever you are working with and get out there and make your first lead purchase.